Breaking news, mofos. Breaking news. Ogre Khans versus Deamons. This is going to be a battle report. Very fun battle report indeed. So after I got through playing with the Demons versus Chaos Warriors, I brought out some Ogre Khan goodness. So here I have a unit of bulls, 2 units of bulls. The one on the left has my lord in it. Well, it has a BSB in it. And the one on the right is not a bull unit, but it's actually a mercenary unit that I haven't painted yet because I'm still looking for models that can represent them. The empty base is a Frost Titan, and to the left of that is a unit of bulls with my general in there. And also in front of the empty base is a unit of bruisers, 6 bruisers. So I decided to go with this small units, but a lot of different angles to go at things. On the far left, I have a unit of Tuskers, 2 of them. I use them as shaft mostly, just to get in the way. You can't really ignore them, so you have to deal with them. At the same time, you're dealing with something called an All Rock that's on the right next to this other unit of Tuskers. You see, I'm actually getting these guys painted. It's going to be a very slow process in the middle of getting my Master's in Business Administration. And on the far, my opponent decides he wants to bring the Demons of Nurgle mostly. This picture is kind of blurry, and I don't get why the Samsung pictures are blurry and my Apple pictures were never blurry like this. There we go. That's a little better. He has a unit of Pink Terrors, a large unit of Nurgle. I'm not calling them Nurgle. Of Plague Dudes, and he has a Demon Engine. And behind the Demon Engine, he has his general. I don't know if you can see it from this picture, this vantage point. Yeah, here's another picture of my army. I'm kind of pleased at how this paint job is starting to work out. So we're going to get in some fun here. This time I'm going to try and do something a little different with this ogre battle against this demons. Before we played against his demons, and they didn't do so hot. I think it was actually playing against his warriors, and I didn't do so hot because he had a flying general and stuff. And this Nurgle army is a little bit less mobile, and as you can see here, I push forward with everything, and pretty much with Ogre Khans, a lot of people believe that Chaos, the old Chaos book, and the Dark Wars of the Dark Gods are similar. You just arm up your guys and just push them forward. No, that's not exactly it. But the Ogre Khans is an army like this, so that's what you really get out of them. I vanguarded my unit of mercenaries up. And I joined my sorcerer with him. He has a blessing of fire, and he has the ring of fire. So, with the blessing of fire, we have a lot of augment spells and stuff. And here's a look at his units. He has 2 units of Furies, the Pink Terrors, a unit of Plague Dudes, the Steam Engine, or the Demon Engine, and then behind the Demon Engine is his general, who's like the Lord of Pestilence. Yeah. So, not really scared of anything over there. Nurgle has taken a real hit when it comes to demons, in my opinion. The general is tough. I mean, he's a tough nut to crack, but pretty much everything else is not really that scary. He has a unit of, I forgot what those things are called. They're like flamers, but I forgot the word that he used. But anyway, then he has a unit of Nurgle Beast, or Pestilent Beasts. And here's another look at my army here. The center unit has that center unit has my general in it, and it has a I'm not even know what that character is, but I know my BSB is in there. And my general is on the far left side, so I think that was just a bull that they had in there. And I just put that bottle in there because I was just too lazy to take them out or whatever. So I have the mercenaries armed with pistols, poison pistols, and they have the mark of change. So that's fun. I begin by actually shooting. My target is I'm going to shoot these small units that can get in the way, targeting, and especially with the regen. I want to get those units that have regen. And what did I shoot that? I shot that at. I was shooting at the steam engine because I know the steam engine. He's just tough to kill. He's tough to kill because of his toughness, but I only need 6s to hit, and I get wounds, so that's going to be interesting. I scored 3 wounds. He actually saved 3 of them. I think it's a 3-up armor save, but shoot, that's 3 already down, you know. And the game hasn't even really started for him, so he's really not liking that right now. And since I don't really have anything to fear from his army, because I mean, look. Even if I were to send the All-Rock into the steam engine, the impact hits alone would probably kill the steam engine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the mercenaries shoot down the steam engine because it's going to take them 2 turns to get to me anyway. And then I'm going to have the All-Rock to charge his flamer dudes. The Stonehorn, he's going to move. We're pretty much going to ignore the Furies because, you know, I don't really care if he gets in my way or not. I mean, I'm already going to be ahead after killing this steam engine by 200 points, and then once he's dead, the game is in my favor. Then the Tuskers, I'm not sure on what I want them to charge, but at this point, but I think what I ended up doing was I charged the Tuskers into the steam engine, so the steam engine couldn't really move that far after killing them. And then I charged the All-Rock into the flamer dude, so they can't shoot anymore. And eventually he'll kill them and overrun them. I mean, he should do it initially. He should run into him and kill him. He does kill one of my mercenaries with his shooting from his the flamer guys, and he scores a wound on one. So, you know, I'm still not afraid. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill those guys anyway. So that'll end pretty soon, and then I'll go back to doing what I'm doing. But he really doesn't really move up that far because he doesn't want to get into range of multiple charges, and I don't blame him. In my opinion, he's not really moving those flyers like he should. I don't know. Maybe he's looking for a prime opportunity to do so. Or maybe this actually might be my turn that we're dealing with right now. Turn 2, I'll go ahead and charge the All-Rock into his flamer dudes, and then the Tuskers charge the monster, the steam monster. I'm hoping to get some impact hits and actually kill him off with the impact hits, and then I can focus my firepower on something else from the mercenaries. I'm going to kill those the horrors with bulls or bruisers. I'm really not, and if he jumps the harpies in the way, since I don't have to overrun when I hit things, I don't really care. I mean, he might be able to make one unit do something that I don't want to do. Like, he might be able to pause me up a speed bump for one unit, but all these units, no. And this is the advantage of the Ogre Khans, is the fact that you can have these small units and they're still effective, because They have 3 wounds apiece. They have impact hits. They're moderately tough to kill. I moved my mercenaries over to the right because I find that these plague beasts are pretty tough and pretty tough hombres, and I don't want them really getting into the fight with the full numbers. I want them dead. So I'm going to use my magic and my shooting to whittle them down. Over here, I do like terrible with impact hits. I do 1 impact hit and kill one of them. I think they have 2 wounds apiece. So my 3d3 impact hits really didn't do a lot of wounds, which was surprising. I think he actually ended up saving with his ward saves, and only one of them died. So, But in close combat, the guy on top and then the monster itself did a significant amount of wounds, enough to actually break and pop the unit. So that was good. Over here, I believe I do another 3 wounds or two wounds with the Tuskers, and I accept a wound in close combat with them from the attacks. I'm not sure if that's the attacks that did that or what. Yeah, he only really did 1 wound, I believe. He might have done 2. And he just sit there. Meanwhile, I push up like this. I'm still surprised that he hasn't moved those harpies or those furies. I think if he would have moved them correctly, he would have been able to block off at least 2 of my units. And I wouldn't have been able to easily push on him like that, because he could have actually dropped the harpies in between, like the Tuskers and the bulls or the tribesmen, and that would have been annoying if he had done that, and it would have slowed me down a little bit from doing some of the things I was doing. But you still had the same. Well, he could have put 1 unit over onto the left, stopping those 2 units, and then he could have thrown another unit over in front of the bruisers, thereby forcing my my other unit to come back and shoot the Furies. Oh yeah, and then in close combat, eventually in close combat, when in his turn he does. I finally killed the steam engine. His magic was really null and void. I killed the steam engine. I mean, he was doing buff after buff on this guy. I kept on giving him poison hand or whatever, and making it so that his poison attacks happened on like 3s. And so he was doing some wounds to the monster. But the good thing about it is, even if he kills that monster is going to hold him up, a 700-point model up for 2 to 3 turns. And I'm happy with that, because as long as that guy is held up and his steam engine is dead, these packs of pestilent dudes are really in trouble. He charges the Tusker on the flank, and I decided to hold and let him have it, just so I can get a flank charge with 2 of my my units, my bruisers and the tribesmen, and that should seal the fate with that unit. I only need 1 unit to deal with the pink guys. I may not even actually focus on them, because I know they're not at many points, and their magic is really not. It's really not something that I'm really scared of. I'm going to continue to shoot with the mercenaries at the Nurgle beasts as that's going on. So he does charge in. No, I think, I decided to flee. I didn't take that charge. I decided to flee. That's what it was. That picture didn't have the guy there. I thought they killed him. But no, now thinking about it, I did flee, and he wasn't able to catch me, and he just left me open to flank charge. This is turn 3, I believe. And on turn 3, I was able to charge in a bull unit and a tribesman unit and a bruiser unit onto the flank of these guys here. I pushed the Frost Titan up so their initiative is down by 3. So they're like initiative 1 to my initiative 3 and my great weapons. So this is gonna hurt. He's still fighting the monster back in the back. I'm not going to send any help over there. Here's a closer look at the close combat on the flank. I think he's still on they're still on the flank here in this picture. I don't really have any buff magic. I'm thinking about in the next time I play against this opponent or any opponent, because I found out there's another gaming shop not too far from where I live. To do this battle, I had to travel about an hour and a half. So there's one about 30 minutes away from here. So that's going to be better. Yeah, I finally ran into somebody that actually plays in that group, and I'll be going over there to Gardner, not a town not that far away from where I am in North Carolina, to deal with that, to be able to play with those guys, because there's about 20 guys over there. So that should be fun. And over here with the pink guys, I was able to charge a bull unit, which has my general in it. And I think this bull unit has my general in it and stuff. And I was able to charge in the Tuskers. He did do 2 in close combat. He did do 2 wounds. My magic was null because my magic is fire, so a lot of this stuff is magic missiles and stuff like that. So you really don't have a magic phase. I go straight into close combat, and they wipe out up here at the top. They wipe out the pink guys pretty half-handedly, and then in the bottom right, I take 2 wounds on the on the tribesman, and he lost quite a few Nurgle guys in the process of that. And so I'm starting to see that Frost Titan is an auto-include, and the Ninth Age Council was always, the Ninth Age guys in the Ninth Age, the rules makers are always saying we're trying to get rid of auto-includes, and that Frost Titan is an auto-include. That thing is going to be in every list I make from here for the next 4 months, because I know they're going to change them in the next 4 months. And so while the rules are the way it is for that thing, I'm keeping it. So I reform my guys here, so I might be able to get a rear charge if the plague monster, the plague general, doesn't kill it doesn't kill the razor, tongue twist, but the Auroch, then I'll be able to hit him on the rear, and it should be game over. But you know how things go with Chaos Demons, you never know. That ward save is a very big help. In the shooting phase, I was able to do some more damage to his plague beast, and I was able to rally the Tusker, so that's pretty cool. Now I'm not so worried about charging the mercenaries into those guys. I mean, he's already lost. There's only 2 of them left. You know what I mean? And it's going to be 2 of them versus like 5 mercenaries with 4 attacks apiece at strength 5. So not really worried about that. And I can change their attacks to flaming and get rid of his regen. So there's no regen. I can just tear him up. He attempts to charge with the beast so he can get out of the way of the mercenaries, and I flee again because at this point I'm not trying to give up any more points to him. Over here in close combat, know what happened here. Oh, this is a challenge from the I moved my my battle standard bearer into a challenge with his unit champion, I believe, or it might be his harbinger. I'm not afraid of. My battle standard bearer has 4 wounds, a decent save, and really, truthfully, he doesn't really have a banner that I really need. So he's more of an extra close combat guy that just happens to have the benefit of a banner. And I was able, to put a wound or so on his character, his champion. I think I put like 1 wound on him, and he was able to save the stomp with a regen, with a ward save. Yep. Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't like the purple banner, but at the same time, I do and I don't. This might be because I've just not finished painting that guy yet. But I can't wait to actually finish this army. It's starting to look good, but I still have these here and there units that are not completed. Yeah, they were able to do a wound. I think he did some magic because they would do a 1 wound against one of the mercenaries. His general finally kills the Auroch. The mercenaries shoot off the rest of the beast, the plague beasts. The Tusker cavalry were able to charge his general. I just want to keep on throwing stuff into him. Maybe something will stick. Maybe some impact hits will roll in, and maybe if I can throw enough poop at the wall, maybe some of that poop will stick. I think I was able to do 1 wound on him, and he killed a Tusker. I hope this Tusker actually flees and gets away so I can save those points, because really that his general is like 700 points, and so that's a big chunk of his army. And that unit there, he took the unit and he placed them back there in the back. That unit is actually dead. So if you think that his unit's still alive and stuff, no, they're dead. He put his harpies behind the bruisers in his turn. I'm guessing he's going to try to flap him up and get him in the way and try to stop me from getting multiple charges on his general. And that makes sense. But I think if you were moving the Furies more aggressively throughout the game, it would at least have made me make some harder decisions. So he makes a conga line here with his guys. I'm like, you make a conga line, but at the same time, your conga line is stopping 1 unit and exposing 2 others. Because if I charge into him with his conga line, then he'll bunch up, which will still open up a charge with the bruisers. So I don't know if he thought of that one. Maybe he was just desperate to try to slow something down. He wanted to stop something because he just didn't. I wouldn't want to accept like 4 different units hitting my general at the same time either and getting tabled. I wouldn't have accepted that either. Nonetheless, I charged the bruisers in on their own. I wasn't able to get anybody else in. I tried all of them to charge. Just once the bruisers got there, I didn't see a way to have any of the others make it as well, because when they hit them, they had to wheel, and I probably would have got a corner in, and then he would have been able to chop up the bruisers and then break the mercenaries and run both of them down, probably. So I think it was a good idea for that to fall the way that fell. I did charge the flank of the Furies, and I'm going to kill those guys with my general's unit of tribesmen. They're going to make short work of that. It was kind of like a sweep across the board with ogres. I can see why people liked playing with the Ogre Kingdoms book back in that last game. I like playing with them now in this game, and I think in last game they were stronger because the Frost Titan actually made you strike last. So I'm thinking those bruisers should do enough damage to kill him. It's 18 wounds at strength 6. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Over here, the general killed 2 or 3 of those guys, and they're gonna probably poof out, which they do. I did take a wound, however. A lot of those guys that he was playing, the Harpies, Furies, or whatever you call them, they're also weapon skill 3, so they were hitting on 4s or whatever. Anyway, the impact hits did 2 or 3, and then the close combat hits kind of destroyed them. I did actually win a Frost Titan on eBay. I think I paid too much for it. I think I was I put up a bid, and instead of the person letting that bid fall down to like a $38 bid, I think somebody made some bids just to boost it up where I had to pay extra. I don't know if people do that on eBay or not, but it would be a good idea if like somebody puts a heavy bid on there just to make sure they get the item, and then you call up a friend and say, hey, bid up until this limit, and then you end up getting like a lot of money off of it. Yeah, so the bruisers in close combat, he does 3 wounds to the bruisers. They're steadfast. There we go. Everybody's just crumpled in on his army. He's got magic left, and his magic keeps buffing him and stuff like that. I mean, I try to stop all of it, but he has a lot of magic, and a lot of his magic is very low cost, and it's draining my magic pool. And I'm not able to stop all of it. I'm able to. He's got double of one spell, and so I'm not able to stop all of it. So one, I'm getting through. So I'm not going to let him get through a spell that doesn't have a double, since that spell would actually help him vastly. Whereas the ones with the double, if I stop one, he still gets another one. So I had to stop one, and I chose the, I think it's the one where he gets like a toughness buff or whatever. Or it might be the one, no, it's the one where if it goes off, then it's -3 initiative to everybody in base contact with him. And -3 weapon skill, I believe it is. I did not want that one to go off, so. I think it was called Miasma of Pestilence or something like that. So yeah, he was able to kill another 2 bulls. I think I missed a picture, but I did charge my general into that combat, and he killed my general, and I ended up fleeing. Kind of sucked that I lost my general, but at this point he has 700 points left on the board, and I pretty much have 2 characters, an expensive unit of mercenaries, 2 bull units, and a Frost Titan. And so I'm pretty sure I'm over 100 points on him. I still have the bruisers still alive. For right now, but it was a good fun. It's a good fun game here. You get to really see certain armies are better than armies in the 9th Age. It's just and the Ogre Kingdoms, they were good in the last game. They were very good, and they stayed very good in the 9th Age. A lot of armies didn't stay at their stature from last edition, even though in last edition, if you went by tournament statistics for these armies, their tournament statistics were still low. So if their tournament statistics were low back in the last game, and you're still saying that they're broken, and you said they were broken then, and in this game, you're saying that they need to be debuffed. I was like, wait a minute, they were bad last edition. Why are you debuffing them in this edition? I mean, sure, some of those armies had a little run when they had a particular character that shined for like a split second before everybody started using cannons, but that was a split second. But anyway, I enjoyed this game. Please comment and subscribe.